And so is Annie for just a second. She's sitting in Daddy's seat until Daddy comes because, yeah, he's finishing up some stuff in the kitchen. He cooked us dinner tonight. So I'll give you guys just a minute to pop on and to invite some of your people who don't know any better about getting on here. So I'll give you guys just a minute, 60 seconds. Hey, Catherine.
Hello.
Hi, Melanie. Hi, Becca. Stephanie. Can you see their names up there? There's Natasha. There's Catherine. Catherine's the girl that I went to Georgia for. Remember?
No.
Atlanta. There's Julie.
Hello.
You want to go see if Daddy's ready?
Alright.
Okay, go see if Daddy's ready. Hi, Amy. Okay, so today is, Annie, Nikki just said hi to you. What did you say? I gotta read it to her. Oh, I'll have to tell her you said hi, Nikki. Hey, Laura. Hey, Bethany. There's Karen. Brittany. Nikki says hi.
Hi.
She says, hey, Sassy. You can say hi to Nikki.
Hi. Hi.
Annette from Nebraska. There's Robin.
Hello.
There's Tammy. Laura. Laura just had her car presentation. Hi, Carla.
Hello.
There's Chris. Okay, well, I think I've kind of waited a little bit. All right, go tell Daddy that I'm going to get started, okay?
I just told him and he needs 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Put your feet on the floor, sister. Okay, so tonight is going to be a really, really simple training. It's probably not going to be as long as any of the previous trainings. However, this is something that I have seen a lot of people in the field not doing. And it's not your guys' fault at all. You guys have just never been trained on it. I had the pleasure of finding some really, really good CDs from Danny Johnson way back in the day, as in 4 years ago, whenever I was in my other company, failing in my other company. And this CD had one little section on it that literally was so powerful and so important in my business. And I've taught it to the people that I work with personally. However, I haven't really taught it to the whole team. So you guys are going to get some of that from me tonight. And it's going to help. It's going to help a lot. I've gone to a lot of meetings. I've gone and done a lot of phone calls. I've done group chats where a lot of people never did this one thing. And it's very, very important. So I hope you guys are ready to learn something new tonight. If you haven't learned something new, maybe just brush up on it. But remind you guys, if you guys have learned this for the first time tonight or learned this in the past, please make sure you're teaching it to all of your team. That's something that's really, really important, is to duplicate this with every person that you bring into the business. It's something that you guys need to be teaching. So, hey Christine. So anyway, all of you guys know kind of a little bit about third-party credibility, which is super, super important. And some of the ways that you guys are going to be doing third-party credibility, you're distracting me. You're going to have to go somewhere else. Give me a kiss. Thank you. She's so stinking cute. I keep staring at her, just hopping over here. Okay, so third-party credibility is a really, really big deal. Some of the resources and ways that you guys are going to be using your third-party credibility is your Meet Monates, your wash parties, your Meet Monate live events. That's another way of third-party credibility. YouTube videos are a really good way to utilize a third-party credibility. Group chats, and then three-way calls. So all of these are really good avenues of third-party credibility. Third-party credibility is huge. You guys have to be utilizing this in some form or manner. It's good for those who are coming into the business who have people in their life who have known them previously to them doing their own business, and then they don't really see them as a successful business owner. Thank you, baby. Or anything like that. She's very distracting tonight. So, thank you, baby. So one of the ways that you can create a leadership role or a mentorship role or a way to get people to have more respect for you, even if you did know them previously to being a business owner. Because let's face it, if you go to some of your friends, they're not going to take you seriously, right? If you are just now catching up with one of your friends from 6 months ago, let's say it's been 6 months since you've introduced them into Monat, or you haven't introduced them into Monat, but you haven't really been tight with them in the past. Okay, third-party credibility will fix that. And the reason why third-party credibility is big deal is because you need someone else to come in and say, dude, like, this girl's rocking it out. I don't think you know the Julie Stevens in network marketing. I don't think you know the Julie Stevens in Monat. You might know her as a human being, a person, a friend, a wife, whatever. A dentist patient. You might know her as that, but you don't know her as who she is in network marketing. So a third party could come in and give me credibility. So third party credibility is huge. You guys need to be utilizing this in your business. Now, introductions. This is the training for the night. Now that I've kind of gotten all of that out of the way. You're going to be using this training that I'm going to teach you in all of those different forms that I've just kind of, all those different resources and all those different avenues that I just told you. Okay. Whenever you are introducing your upline to a guest, it doesn't matter who the guest is. It doesn't even matter if they're a market partner or a future market partner. This is so important. Let's say you are going to, okay, the best example I could ever give you is maybe going to a convention or a Meet Monat event. Now, if I am bringing my guest, let's say I have someone who's not signed up in the business yet, someone who's on the fence, and I bring them at the end of the event. Well, first of all, probably before the event goes on, I'm going to be like, you got to hear this speaker. They're incredible. They're amazing. They're literally like one of the top earners. They know exactly how to do this business. They taught me everything I know. You're going to start giving that speaker credibility. Why? Because I want my guests to listen. If they think they're just going to some mambo jumbo crap thing and they're just like, oh, we're just in it for whatever because we have to do it. No, I am giving some huge credibility to why we are there and who's there and what they're about to get. So if the meeting's over and Ann Fisher and Tony Van Schoik are up front, I'm going to be like, okay, seriously, if we can get the chance, we are going to go up there and I'm going to try to introduce you if we can just snag them for just a second. You're going to fall in love with them. They taught me everything I know. They're super successful in this business and you have got to meet these people. You're going to love them. So let's hope we can get a chance. Okay, so I'm going to truck my guest up to the front and try to get a hold of Ann Fisher or Tony Van Schoik. And I'm going to say, okay, Susan, this is Ann Fisher. She is my sponsor. She brought me into the business and she got my business rolling. I've already told you a lot about her, but seriously, she is the reason why I'm a success today. And I cannot thank her enough for it. And it's just a huge honor and blessing that you get to meet her. So I wanted you to meet her. Okay, right there, this guest is going to be like, oh, hey, you know, like they're meeting a rock star, right? So I just threw all this big, huge stuff on Ann Fisher. So Ann Fisher is going to be feeling like, oh, you know, and this guest is going to be thinking Ann Fisher is the rock star in the business, right? So what is Ann Fisher going to do right there? This is called the throwback. Ann Fisher is going to say, Susan, it's so nice to meet you, but I have to say, Julie Stevens is one of the strongest members of the entire Monat organization. Or if that's not true, let's say you're not let's say you're just starting out. Find something that's really good to say about that person. Give them some really good credibility. Say they just got their business started, but they are seriously hitting the ground running. And they are like, they hit the first rank, which is MMP, like in a couple of weeks. That's a huge deal. The directors in the company right now did that too. They are a big deal. So you've got yourself with Julie Stevens, one of the greatest mentors, one of the greatest runners, and a huge running buddy on your hands. So grab a hold of her coattails and you grab them and you run with her because she's going to take you to the top with her. So what did that just do for Susan and for myself and for Ann Fisher? Ann Fisher just took all the weight of the responsibility that Susan is feeling like she needs Ann. Susan's feeling like, at first, she's feeling like, oh, I really need Ann in my business. I really need to hold on to her. And Ann Fisher just threw all of that back on me. which gives me the responsibility of working with Susan. Does that make sense? So now Susan's thinking, holy crap, my sponsor's pretty cool. I've got my sponsor to work with right now. This is a big deal, you guys. If you guys are not doing it whenever you introduce people at Meet Monates or Super Saturday events, you are dropping the ball. And I see it all across the board. Almost at every single event I go to, somebody doesn't introduce someone properly, and it's just because they haven't been taught before. And seriously, Danny Johnson, okay? She's one of the most infamous network marketers, one of my highest idols in network marketing. She taught me this stuff, and it changed my business. It changed my business in so many ways. So, Susan is going to find a lot of different things in what just happened right there. She's going to realize that she has somebody that's going to take her to the top. She has someone who is going to help her in every single way that she possibly can. And she also realizes that this is a culture of gratitude, of lifting each other up, and some incredible women, and she's going to want to be a part of that. She's going to want to be a part of someone else who's going to speak highly of one another, right? So this is something that's really, really important to instill in your new market partner or your new prospect that's coming into the business. Now, one thing is for sure, you do not want to create any outer hype that's not true. Everything that you say is going to be honest, be genuine, and be very thankful, and find their greatest qualities whenever you're introducing these people. So let's say if you are speaking at a Meet Monate event, if you're introducing the next speaker, you better not just be saying, here's Jessica Snowden, she's gonna do the next part of the training. Don't ever do that, no! You need to be saying her title, you need to be saying something incredible that you have found from her, and if you haven't found anything incredible about her, you better be meeting with her prior to introducing her in front of a bunch of people before you get up there and introduce her. So you need to find out that Jessica Snowden has got one of the most incredible, inspiring stories in the entire company. She has gone through the ups and downs of this wave that we have always been through, and some of us haven't been through yet, but she has gone through those brick walls to create a huge empire. She's a huge director, and she's a huge leader in this company. So whenever I just introduce Jessica Snowden that way, people are going to listen. They're going to actually listen whenever Jessica Snowden gets up there. And then whenever Jessica Snowden gets up there, she just says, thank you, Julie. Julie's an incredible inspiration, and we definitely do this together as a tribe, and, you know, we've been doing this together since day one. Whatever it is, just make sure that you're, hi, come on, babe.
Boss man's here.
Boss man's here. Okay, so now that we've got that kind of out of the way,
She's talking about introducing people, but she doesn't introduce me.
this is my lovely husband, the backbone of the company, and the one who keeps my head on straight, so you guys can actually see me every now and then. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing the business, because I basically do whatever he tells me to do. That's pretty much it. Josh is freaking awesome. He's a really good cook. Really, really, really good cook.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it was good. He just cooked off of his Father's Day gift. Look, there's Anna. There's your cousin.
Hey, cuz.
Okay, so you're creating a really good culture of gratitude and thankfulness, and you're building one another up. You want people to be a part of this other stuff. So, yeah, you're basically giving your prospect more confidence in yourself. And if I were to introduce everybody to Ann Fisher, like Ann Fisher's the rock star, and then Ann never were to give that credibility back to me, I would have basically given Ann another load full to take care of instead of me taking care of my prospect, Susan. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Do you have anything on introductions? I mean, you've seen introductions go on.
Yeah, you just gotta build them up.
Build them up and throw it back. So if you ever get introduced, throw it back to them. Meet Monates, Super Saturdays. If you guys are ever doing Super Saturdays, make sure that you are introducing the next speaker this way too. It's super, super important. So, I mean, that's kind of about it as far as introductions go. It was going to be a short training, but just kind of a little bit other house cleaning stuff. You were allowing your upline. Yeah, you're allowing your upline to give you credibility. You're absolutely right, Jennifer. I mean, I've been in a room where, and this was months and months ago, where Kendall Weldon was introduced, and someone was just like, "This is Kendall Weldon, okay," and then she just handed over the mic, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, people don't realize that Kendall Weldon hit senior executive director faster than anybody in the company. I mean, I think she even hit it faster than me. I don't even remember. She'll remember. She'll tell you. But it's good etiquette. Yes, Nikki, totally right. So it's good manners.
When you guys go to a NBA game, do they announce the players as standing at 6'6", Michael Jordan? No, they say standing at 6'6". Please welcome Michael Jordan, like that. So there's reasoning behind building people up because
Don't
just-
they
just
say all
saying.
of the rings that he's won and everything too?
yeah, 3-time or actually it's more than 3, but
I think he has like
however
7 or
many,
8.
however many MVPs he has, and 10 MVP, 7 All-Star, blah blah blah. So same goes for introducing your upline or your downline. Doesn't matter who it is. So
Yeah. And if everybody introduced me, like, and I didn't give him credibility back, do you realize how many people underneath that they brought in that would be coming to me for everything? I can't answer my phone quick enough, you guys. I mean, literally. Ask Josh. I am on the phone constantly, nonstop, helping people throughout my entire organization, not just my front line. And it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I mean, it takes a lot out on us. And I mean, sometimes I don't have the time to even put back to spend with my family. And so Josh and I have been working on regulating our time. But this introduction thing is going to help you be the leader that you need to be for that person coming in. So if you guys aren't giving back the credibility, to your downline, then you're just putting more weight on your shoulders, and that's not good for anybody. Michael Jordan from Wilmington. So, anyway, yeah, go to your resources where it's valued. Like, okay, customer service. Like, if you guys are trying to get things done with customer service too, I mean, y'all, I have no secret pulls with customer service. I really don't. Actually, whenever I call customer service, they ask for my email address, my phone number, and a couple of security questions just to make sure that it's me. And I get no special services.
I hear her on the phone with customer service all the time, and she's just another person to them. They don't give her any special attention or
Leeway.
nothing. Like if you guys want, I'll record it next time and put it up. Like it's just like you're calling Dish Network and just another person. So when you're asking her for help to go to corporate or customer service help, you need to deal with customer service. She's running a business just like you guys are. So it's not going to get you anywhere. Bringing issues and problems to her, and then expect her to go to customer service and she's just like you guys, building the business. So
yeah, and it's mostly gonna get done faster if you guys can handle it, because I mean, take care of your stuff as soon as you can. I mean, there's no way that I can handle all the issues that come across, like maybe with, I don't even know. It's customer service has been amazing. They've always treated me great, and everything like that. What Josh is just trying to say is, like sometimes it's faster if you can do it, because honestly, my list is piled up. I still have things that I got to do tonight. I mean, and I even took a little break today, and I was like, my things were piling up and up and up and up. I had more and more stuff coming in. So, but like if you hustle really, really, really hard in your business, dude, like the last 2.5 years we've hustled. We've worked our butts off, and if you guys want that kind of paycheck, just do it. Just go out there and hustle as hard as you can for as long as you can. I mean, I'm just now learning balance. I'm just now learning how to regulate like free time opposed to work time. But it's because I was never satisfied with my paychecks. Trust me, I was thankful. But I always wanted more. I always wanted to give back more. I always wanted to never run out of money before I got paid again, which, that happened a long time ago with me living below my means, and Josh helping me with that, because we like to spend money sometimes. Who doesn't love to spend money? So we've regulated ourselves here just recently, honestly. We're still learning, but if you put the hustle in really, really, really hard, ask Josh when he comes home. I'm listening to something. That's going to help me better my business constantly. And I've got my work phone on constantly. And
audiobooks are your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of listening to the garbage news and garbage stuff that's on the radio, if you guys invest in audiobooks through like Amazon or anything like that, it's just good practice to, for your time, instead of, wasting it, invest in yourself.
Make your car your moving university, is what I've always been told. If you guys are in your car and you're listening to music, think about, just practice. A lot of you guys here have done this before, but practice plugging in a really good personal development book instead, and then see how uplifted you are when you get to where you're going, opposed to music, which, don't get me wrong, I listened to that Justin Bieber song Despacito today. But okay, so I don't do it all the time, but like 95% of the time of my time, I am listening to personal development and something that's gonna get me better than who I am right now. And so that's just something you guys have got to get used to doing. Just plug into that kind of stuff all the time. But I'm telling you, what were we making? Like, we can't say numbers on here, how much we were earning, but divide it up. How much were we making this time last year?
You want a number, or what do you want?
If it was this much, how many times have we duplicated our income? There's a calculator. Right there. Okay. Do you know the number? We were making this much last year this time.
With money.
Yes. Do the calculator. Divide it. We're still teaching him things. It's okay. You guys, bear with us. Okay. So I have hustled, right? You guys have been hustling too, so this is obviously a team effort. And I have all of you guys to thank for what we have done. However, last year I was making a certain amount of income, which was like my dream goal. However, I wasn't dreaming big enough. Okay, so divide that by what I was making last year.
Are you talking about a month or a year?
You are really killing me, Smalls.
Are you talking about
Okay, I'm making 8 times more income. 8 times more a month this month than I was a year ago. So, you guys take your take your paychecks. Take your paychecks and double it, triple it, quadruple it. How do you say 8? 8 tuplets?
Huh? Ocho. You're making ocho more.
I think it's getting late.
Mocho.
I think it's getting late.
Mucho ocho.
Okay, so whatever I was making a year ago this time, it is times by 8 is what we got paid this month. So, whatever you guys are making right now, and I had a very slow summer last summer, you guys. I had a really slow summer. But in the last I was making the same, because my residual didn't grow all the way until September. All the way until September. So, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 8 months. In 8 months, I have times my income by 8.
You guys are in the right business if you want to give yourself a raise.
Yeah.
I've been working for a company for 10 years, and I'm making
Wait, tell them how many hours you work a week.
now.
Well,
Or then.
since before you went 4 on 4 off recently.
Oh, I was working like 70 to 80 hours a week. Legitimate hours.
Some weeks he was working 100.
Yeah, it just varies. But, and for the typical person, I still make good money. But I've made the exact same amount of money from the first day I started that job until 10 years from to today. Still make this.
You get 2 weeks paid vacation now.
Still make the same amount of money. So, yeah, you can give yourself a raise whenever.
Every month.
Mm-hmm.
Every month. And he's worked very, very hard. Except this business, you work hard and it pays off very, very largely. And
Where are all these people laughing at?
because I probably said you get 2 weeks paid vacation. And now we get to take all the vacations we want, and Monique's sending us places. So this is a really, really big deal, you guys. Can I say how many six figures? You guys want to? You guys want to know how many digits are in my paycheck now? I can do that, right? If Stuart's watching, he's gonna spank me. I can do that, right? I have 6 digits in my paychecks now. Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for making income claims. But you guys, 6 digits. 6 digits. That's a huge, huge, huge number in 1 month. In 1 month. So, and I'm not saying this to brag whatsoever. Never, ever, ever have I once ever. I don't even tell even the bug guy came over today to spray my house, and he was talking about Bob Stoops, his wife, who's in Mary Kay, who has 4 cars, and he's like, well, you don't probably make as much as her. I don't talk about how much I make. I was like, yeah, well, there's always something to shoot for. There's
always someone better. There's always someone going to make more money, but you have to be humble into what you're making, and work hard and let the success show. I mean, you don't have to talk about it's not going to get you anywhere bragging about how much you're making or anything, because there's always somebody that makes more.
And you can put yourself in more debt making more money too. It's about living below your means and being able to give back whenever you need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off.
And I can't remember what book that was that I was it the I think it was not the Compound Effect.
Darren Hardy?
I think it was talking about he was talking about that the income, and if you're wanting to if you want to buy something, technically you need to times that. So say you're wanting a Traeger grill, it's $500. Really, that Traeger grill is $2,500, because you could take that $500 and invest it, and he had the exact number, like in 3, 4, 5 years, that $500 would be $2,500. So you're spending that $500, so now you don't have it.
Thomas, no, it doesn't.
Huh?
Thomas asked if my digits included change. I had to answer before it went away.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, that's been on my mind a lot lately. Is about spending money. When do you really, really need to spend that money? And so I don't know how I got brought up, but anyways, Compound Effect.
You can live way above your means.
Darren Hardy, go watch it or listen to it or read it.
That book is literally. That book changed my life, and I watched him speak on stage before, and he talked about it. But the Compound Effect is absolutely true, and this is not part of the training that I was going to do, but I think it is good.
What was my favorite one? Jim Rohn?
Mm-hmm. Jim Rohn, building your network marketing business. Or
network. Look that up, people.
Jim Rohn, building your Network Marketing Business, I think. It's like
Something
an
like that.
original, man. If you guys
It's
haven't
old.
listened to that,
It's old. It is
go back
awesome.
to basics. Go listen to it.
Back to basics. It is good.
It's very, very good. I mean, you'll learn how to say the birds got him when somebody doesn't want to look at your business opportunity. You'll learn how to, oh man, it's a really good book.
Complaining is for the birds.
And the Darren Hardy book that Josh was talking about with the compound effect really talks about, it's not about doing something really hard right now to get that result. It's about doing those results long term to get the end result. And there was some months where I was just pounding away and just drilling and trying so hard to make that MMB hit, or, you know, to build that one more leg, to help this one leg get going. But that's not what built my business at all. It was those long-term compound effects that I did consistently every single day, even though some days I didn't want to do it. There's days when it's really, really hard and I feel like everybody's being mean to me and I feel like people are rude. Somebody said something I didn't like, someone hurt my feelings, or sometimes I was just tired. But you know what? I constantly gave love out there when I got treated bad or someone said something horrible about me. I constantly gave gratitude for the people who deserved it in my life. I constantly was telling people thank you. I was constantly giving other people my time when I didn't have time for myself. And it was long-term effects. You know, 2.5 years being in Monat, I make more income in 1 month than Josh brings in an entire year's salary, including what I would have brought in doing occupational therapy in 1 year's salary. So both of our salaries combined we're doing in 1 month. And so I knew that this day would come one day. I honestly didn't expect it to come this soon. I would have been thankful to have this in the next 10 years, to be honest. But you guys, I have enough people on my team who want this just as bad as me. And I honestly, I really, really do give credit to you guys because I know you guys want my paychecks and I want you guys to have my paychecks. I want my people making more money than me. I really honestly do. I want somebody to outdo me and pass me up. That is exactly why I do the trainings. That's exactly why I go to the Super Saturdays. What are you doing? Why is Josh still working?
I love my job, okay?
Tell him to quit. I need to go on more vacations.
I like my job. Leave it at that.
I told him he could do whatever he wants to do. He can flip houses. Like, I mean,
We're just playing it by ear, but I love my job. I have an amazing schedule. I work 4 days on and I have 4 days off. I make amazing money.
I'll pay you double. Oh wait, he already gets access to everything. It's ridiculous.
Moving on.
No, you should tell them. Do you have a plan?
Hmm?
You have a plan?
Nope.
He's gonna quit as soon as the house is done. That's the
No.
plan. Josh.
No.
Okay, he's not gonna quit. Whatever. I would love to get my way, and I usually do. So we'll just. He doesn't want to talk about it. I think he's scared of being at home all day with me. I'm really fun. I'm really, really fun. Okay, so anyway, what were we talking about? What else can help these people? Spouse support is fantastic. So, what actually helped me a ton in my business also was talking him into, which this was back in the day, I don't have to talk him into it now, but was having him listening to personal development as well, because then we were on the same page, we were on the same wavelength, and then I could actually like talk to him and powwow with him on things that worked and didn't work and things like that. And I mean, honestly, I've asked Josh for more advice than I've asked probably anybody on my team. So having that help meet in your life is really, really going to help, whether it's your spouse, your mom, which my mom just jumped on. My mom knows I cry to her more than anybody else on the planet. My mom hears more than any of you guys, so everyone just give her a bunch of hearts because she's still alive today with me, still talking, stressing her out. But this has been the best ride ever. I mean, I've had my hard days. I have had my days where I wanted to quit. Trust me. Ask my mom. I have said, I'm done. I am done. I quit. I'm not doing it anymore. How many times now? I have said that so many times. But I keep going because I hear from you guys. I hear your guys' why. I know you guys want to, you guys need to make more income and want to make more income. You guys want to help other people. So that's what keeps me going right now. Honestly, I really, really do love the people I work with. So you guys are why I'm here. You guys are why I'm still doing this. You guys are why I'm doing the Tuesday night training. And Josh is here to fully support you guys as well. I mean, Josh knows each one of your guys' names. He knows most of you guys here. Mm-hmm. And if you guys are in California, I'm going to be in Chino on Saturday. So get there. It's at 1 o'clock.
On Saturday?
Yes. It's at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and it lasts until 5 o'clock. And it's going to be a super Saturday. Think about this. There's a top 10 income earner list, right? 3 of the people on that list are going to be there doing the training. It's going to be Ann Fisher, my upline and my sponsor. It's going to be Kendall Weldon and myself. So that's a really big deal. It should be really, really fun. So if you guys are in, I've had the last meeting I went to up in Kentucky, some people drove 8 hours to be there. And they said it was worth it. So if you guys are remotely in the area, go to these meetings. I know exactly what these meetings can do for you guys because I've been in that position where I drove 8 hours to be to a meeting and it was worth it for me. So if you guys are in the area, go. Your business is built from event to event, but it sticks at the events. That's where the stickiness comes in. So if you guys have an event nearby, it's there for a reason. It's there to make your business stick. So make sure you guys go. If you are in the area, I know Greta Murray is coming all the way from Arizona to be there. That's a big deal. She's a director. She's under Kendall. She's amazing. She's under Samantha Kelly as well. So, yeah, that's about all I have. Anything else? No?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I don't know of any meetings in New Jersey yet. Nebraska, the best person to ask for Nebraska is Brandy Botorf, Stacy. Brandy has all the teams up there. Missouri, Arkansas or Missouri. Yes, Joplin, Missouri has something going on this weekend. Sarah Reed is going to that one, so message Sarah about that one. The only places that I have coming up are I'm going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, July 8th. I'm doing a Super Saturday there and a car presentation. North Dakota, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to North Dakota. I sent a message over to Samantha Kelly, so she still needs to write me back on that. And yes, Kate Murphy's in Missouri too. But Samantha Kelly, I know, is having a car presentation up there. I need to find out which day that was. Austin is Kendall Weldon. She's going to know that one. Oregon, I don't know anybody in Oregon just yet. Montana, Sarah Reed's going to Montana. She's going up there, I think, in the next 2 months. So ask her. New Mexico, Sarah Reed and Brittany Pillars have a New Mexico team, and they are killing it, so they're going down there soon. Washington, my sister's up in Washington. She's going to be in Tacoma, I believe, tonight. And she's got Spokane and Seattle coming up soon.
That's Spokane's tonight.
Spokane is tonight, and Tacoma is tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay, thank you. Texas. Texas is actually in the works. We need to figure out Texas because we got a lot of good people in Texas. Candace Hands down there, Brandy Botorf.
Someone's in McKinney.
Yeah, Joy's in McKinney.
Joy Ferguson. I miss McKinney.
Yeah, me too. State that we haven't touched? No, we are in every single state right now. However, there's not Super Saturdays going on in every state, so that still needs to be happening. And you guys, if you guys watch, this is just an example. Kendall Weldon will fly to every state that she possibly can, and she'll do a Super Saturday there. And the reason why she's doing it is because And the reason how she's doing it is because the people who are in that area are brand new. They've never done a Super Saturday. It's their first time doing one, and so she's flying over there to just kind of be there to show them how easy it is. So if you guys don't have a Super Saturday in your area and you're an MMB and up, do it. Just go do one. If it has to be in your living room the first time because you have a small crowd, just do it anyway. Cause that stir, because if you're the first one to start it, you'll be like me. I was the first one to start them in Texas. And then in Oklahoma, we had 3 different pockets going on in Oklahoma, and now we have 6 directors in Oklahoma City. So, yes, Tacoma Sunday. Ooh. Hold on, who said that? Who's going to Boise? Mariah, you're going to Boise? Really? I have a brother in Idaho. Boise is Idaho, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kansas, I think we need to do that. Good for you, Krista. Okay, so how you do a Super Saturday. Cover basic training. Very, very basic training. Don't do anything crazy. If you need to, watch my videos in here. Train on those. It needs to be less than 3 hours long. Sometimes they're 5 hours long if you've got really extensive training, but cover on how to onboard, how to uplift people, and how to break through barriers. Do a Meet Monate Live and show them the consistency program, as far as like, if you stay consistent, you can have this. And so anything that's been helpful in these training videos that you guys have ever watched, if you've watched them before, you can teach them again. And in fact, that's what you guys need to be doing, is teaching this stuff to your downline. I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't copy other people and what they were doing. In fact, if I were to write a book one day, I'm sure I would get, what is that word? Plagiarized? I would plagiarize the entire book. So I don't even think I could ever write a book, because everything that's vomiting out of my mouth is coming from somebody else's, and I've never made any of this stuff up myself. So you guys do the same thing. Copy everything that I've done. That's why it's put on here, so you guys can hit pause and write down notes. And then you go teach it. Because I'm not training you guys to sit where you're at. I'm training you guys to be the leaders to start training other people. That's what we do. So, okay. I think that's it. All right, you guys, maybe I'll make a Super Saturday post on my team page so you guys can post where your events are being held, and then you guys can just start collaborating with one another. But remember, go to the events if they're local to you and work on your introductions. That'll feel funny at first, but I promise once you get the hang of it, it'll change your whole business, and it needs to be done. Please, please, please do it. If I catch you guys not introducing the next speaker at any of these events, I'll have an eye pointing at you. I won't spank anybody, but definitely be disappointed, because I gave you guys the training right here. So
I want to
make
hear
sure you do.
some announcements with their height, how many MMPs they've busted, how many MMBs they've busted, and then announce them like that dude on. I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but like even the the wrestling guy.
Ready to rumble?
Yeah, Ready to Rumble.
Introduce your people like Ready to Rumble.
Yep.
Make Josh proud, y'all. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us
Well,
for 52 minutes. Oh my gosh.
see you later.
Love you guys. Bye.